Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Russell Westbrook.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Anthony Davis is out there with Anthony.
Here we go.
Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Bradley. And it's LeBron in at the 3. When you know you're on a championship contender group, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys having an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Westbrook against Jackson. And it's good, 2 points. Westbrook's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Lakers. Bradley against George. 13 feet away. He's off on that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Here now, the Clippers. Jackson up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Jackson against Westbrook. Lock at 6. Here's George. LeBron grabs the miss. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Kings. Kicks it to Westbrook. Pass to Davis. Outside Bradley. Back to Davis. Shoots over Batum. And they double up Davis. There's the 3. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Davis. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Savvy ball movement by Anthony Davis, making good use of his floor vision.
Jackson against Westbrook. George with the screen on Westbrook. And George now top of the key. From about 16, that doesn't go either for George.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Floats it up for Davis.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Here they are, your Laker girls. who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are, your Laker girls.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Clippers. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, what a lackluster start to the season it's been for them. Where are the championship contenders that we've grown accustomed to seeing?
I don't know, but they haven't shown up yet. They haven't played with anywhere near the kind of fire they showed last season.
George with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And Davis sends it back.
The combination of agility and reach makes AD a lethal defender, capable of sending shots back from anywhere.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. 5 on the clock. Here's Batum. Zubac trying to break loose. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Davis, the pass to Anthony. To the middle. And James gets it to go on the assist by Bradley.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
George against Bradley. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's Bradley on the wing. Pass to Davis. Back to Westbrook. Fires the three. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
George against Bradley. And they get it. The shot by George, no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
James, that's tipped. George against Bradley. George looking around. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
James dishes to Davis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Back to George. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Anthony. He dishes it to James. Bounce pass from Westbrook. Anthony down low. Guarded by Jackson. James finds Westbrook. Fires the three. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 10. George passes to Batum. And here's Jackson. Outside, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. There's the triple. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Westbrook. Back to Davis. Can't get it to fall.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
George against Westbrook. Left side, George. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. 4th, the Clippers. The Lakers in 5th.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And your Laker girl. Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls.
And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubats. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Norman Powell's checked in for George. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And so it's the Lakers with it. Pass to Monk. Here's Horton Tucker. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 3 to end the drought. Here's Howard. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Lakers lead by 12.
And as good as this offense has been, Norman Powell's calling card since he entered the league is his defense.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Covington against Johnson. Pass to Monk. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Johnson. Howard setting the pick for Johnson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Smitty, what makes Powell such a great defender? Clearly he has the tools.
Yes, Kevin. He has good awareness, that's one. Lateral quickness, and he's very physical, and he puts that 6'11" wingspan to use.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And the first one drops.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
A minute 42 left to play in the first. Powell down low. Johnson on him. The shot by Powell, no good. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Now, here's Monk. Guarded by Powell. And Covington sends it back. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Powell with a screen on Johnson. Here's Coffey. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Reeves. Passes to Horton Tucker. Good D by Covington. Clippers trail by 14. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mann passes to Kennard. Covington a screen on Johnson. Kennard kicks to Powell. This one for 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Monk. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
All right.
And we've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything. But he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together. And I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership. And that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Well, Greg, leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Robert Covington. Batuma's out there with Kennard, and it's Mann in at the 1 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Marcus Morris is checked in for Robert Covington. Johnson outside. And Smitty, I'm going to ask you to put your GM hat on here for a second. When you think of undervalued player types, what comes to mind?
For me, Kevin, defenders who are also great decision makers offensively. Everyone knows you need shooting, but you add in a player that can defend and pass, that's how you build an elite team.
Now here is Davis after LeBron James's miss.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Back to Jackson. The pass to Coffee. Back to Jackson. Over Westbrook. Jackson misses. Lakers leading by 14. Johnson, the pass to Davis. For the three. Johnson can't hit. Johnson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And stolen by James. Jumps up, and James throws it down hard.
The quick, powerful hands of LeBron gets the steal, gets them off in transition.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Jackson down low. He's covered by Westbrook. Puts the move on, and Jackson finishes inside.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Westbrook scanning the floor. The three. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Batum against LeBron. Stolen away. Here's Reeves. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Now here's Jackson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Westbrook with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Westbrook. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. No good. Pass to Coffee. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Westbrook. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Passes it to Coffee. On the wing, Jackson. Jackson missing again.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Back to James. Right side, Davis. And they double up Davis. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got 5.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Who wants a t-shirt? And your Laker girl. your Laker girl.
Check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Westbrook. Averaging 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Here's Man. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks to George. The pass to Batum. To the paint. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. Zubac with the screen for Powell. Driving to the basket. Shoots over Bradley. They grab their own miss. Zubac a screen on Bradley. Powell with it. Picked up by Davis. The shot by Powell, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Davis up top. Zubac defending. Here's the three. And they'll get another chance. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Davis.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Now, here's Monk. Defense right on him. And Davis can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 21. Now George. Last time 14 points for him. To halt the run. Monk grabs the board. Lakers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Westbrook passes to Monk. Westbrook with a screen for Monk. With the drive. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Free throw drops for Monk.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Covington's checked in. Second free throw, no good. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
So it's the Lakers now, after the Clippers pick up 2. Now, here's Bradley. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside, here's George. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they're running. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And Covington sends it back. Now, here is George. Monk defending. Covington setting the pick for George. Looking to get back on track here. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got his second bucket.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside Westbrook. 1:25 left in the first half. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Clippers trail by 20.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Now here's Anthony. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Monk. Anthony with the screen on George. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Horton Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. So it's the Lakers now. Anthony, the pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Pass to Anthony. Over George. Anthony can't hit. And stolen by Howard. Yep, that one goes. Howard's got 5 now.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with a high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
Now, here's George. A rebound by the Lakers.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Outside Bradley. Back to Anthony. Shoots over Covington. Anthony can't hit.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with the Lakers, Frank Vogel. Coach, with your size advantage, were you trying to get the ball to Anthony Davis inside?
Not any more than usual. We just give him the basketball down low and ask him to read. There's been a couple opportunities where they came and doubled and he found open guys. And if he gets single coverage, he goes score the ball.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league. And here's the trivia question for the night. Who makes the power rankings?
The good people at NBA 2K, of course.
I think they could use someone with a little more knowledge, someone like the big Aristotle.
You'd really want to spend your time creating the power rankings?
Yes, I would.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And guys, how about Anthony Davis in that first half we just witnessed? Outstanding job asserting his will and going to WORK.
You love the rebounding and the rim protection. He also brings that intimidating factor. He's an important piece in their puzzle. You can always tell he's the one guy who loves playing the game, and he loves playing it well.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Lakers leading by 22. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. Russell Westbrook out there with Brent. And it's LeBron James. And there's Davis. And it's Anthony in at the 4-man position. Here's George following the basket by LeBron James. Over to the left wing. From 12 feet out. Second chance shot. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his first basket.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Westbrook a screen on Batum. Loads it up for Davis. It's blocked.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. George, no good. Lakers leading by 21. It's Bradley on the wing. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
George against James. Outside, George. Bradley against Batum. Zubac with the screen for Batum. And the 3 off target. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Bradley kicks to Anthony. Pass to LeBron. From outside, off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Looking to get it going. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
James finds Davis. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Out left to the wing. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, George passes it to Batum. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bradley. LeBron drives in, and James throws it down.
What a sudden drive by LeBron. The defense doesn't get any chance to react.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of wanting to, helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Lakers girls. Your Laker girls.
the Clippers. Coffey's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Paul George. On defense, the Lakers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers leading by 23. Outside, Davis. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Fades back. And it's LeBron missing. Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Jackson looking it over. They need this one. Westbrook with the nice D there.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Johnson at the elbow. Westbrook passes to LeBron. Now Davis. James outside. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Jackson. And Davis sends it back. Here's Reeves. He has 5. Westbrook can't get it to go. Here's Coffey. And the pass to Kennard.
Who's watching here? Set up!
The feed to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Tries the spin move. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Reeves. Back to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by 80.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming under the court. Get loud, here they are, your Laker girls. All right, look who's coming under the court. Get loud, here they are, your Laker girls.
And the Lakers with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Davis. Horton Tucker comes in for James. And Monks subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the Clippers, Robert Covington's checked in for Batum. Mann subbed in for Jackson. And the Clippers have possession. Here's Coffey. There's a screen by Covington. Here's Coffey. He's guarded by Howard. to stop the drought, and it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Johnson sets the screen for Monk. It's hauled in by Coffey. Up top, Covington. Takes it inside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Monk, the pass to Johnson. Here's Horton Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Pass to Mann. The rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lakers leading by 23. Monk, the pass to Johnson. Powell with the steal. To the left wing. Inside. It's deflected. 18 feet out. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And for only one season at Iowa State for Talen Horton Tucker, the 2nd-round pick, he's getting some notice.
I like this kid, Kevin. A crafty finisher, makes plays for others, uses his length defensively, and he can fill up a stat sheet.
Good D by Johnson. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Powell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Powell kicks to Covington. Now here's Kennard.
2 minutes
Monk defending. 4 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Pulls it up. And the Clippers miss again.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. Passes it to Mann. Now here's Powell. D right on him. Now the pass to Coffey. It's tipped. Now here's Monk. Guarded by Powell. Spins. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now here's Howard. Count that one. And that's now 7 points for Dwight Howard. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Here's Reeves. Up and in on the layup. Reeves has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Powell, the pass to Covington. We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. The Lakers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Over to the wing. We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann.
First team foul.
That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Zubac. Another shot, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Clippers have possession. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Robert Covington out there with Paul George. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. Here's Preston. Will not go. This is off the front eye.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Passes it to Nunn. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And here are the Clippers now, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Hartenstein passes to Preston. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, George. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Davis dishes to Augustine. Back to Bradley. Outside for Davis. Lets the three fly. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
There's the pick. There's the pass to George. Covington, a screen on Bradley. Here's George. Rebound the Lakers. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Davis kicks to Nunn. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Back to Augustine. Now, here's Nunn. Not a lot of room. Fires from deep. That one's not going to go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Preston, guarded by Bradley. Back to George. And the layup's good off the glass.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Augustine passes to Nunn. Augustine setting the pick for Nunn. To the paint. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Feeds to George. And Davis sends it back.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
And here's Augustine. Out of hand on it, and he gets it back. The offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Pass to Preston. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing, but I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Davis, 5 to shoot. Here's none. And the Lakers with another miss. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
The first free throw is good. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Here's Horton Tucker, defended by George. Lakers working the ball around now. Pass to Horton Tucker. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Bradley can't get it to go. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Passes it to Westbrook. Smitty last year at the play-in tournament, the late season really heated up. Do you enjoy seeing teams working extra hard to secure their positions?
Kevin, I loved it. There was no time to rest for those teams that wanted to fight their way out of the play-in. And like you said, at the end of the season, we had a lot of drama.
George, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Clippers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Good work there as it goes.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right side, Westbrook. To the middle. Howard in the post. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Bradley. Bradley sets the pick for Westbrook. Puts it up from 12. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks to Jackson. On the wing, George. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Back to Westbrook for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George with the ball. Going inside. The shot, no good.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Bradley kicks to Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining.
Over George. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And you have to love how hard Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
And George, here we go. And that one goes long.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Here's Westbrook. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. A second chance effort. And they get it back. Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by George.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Anthony Davis.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
And here is Howard. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple, Anthony, the pass to Monk. The Lakers rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Here's Horton Tucker. Three-pointer on the way. They get it back out to Anthony. Lakers working the ball around now. Howard, the pass to Westbrook. Over Jackson. And it's Westbrook again missing. Down low. Deflects the pass. Now Monk. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Russell, congrats. How satisfying is this win?
It's great. You know, I think what we're supposed to do, we came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
And you continue to keep it rolling, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.